Hey everyone, I'm going to do a bit of an update video for you. I had a couple of requests, one of which was I had some people wanting to see the conversion I did on my two Spyderco Delicas. What happened was, for those who don't know, is I have two Delica 4s. One was black with a wave blade, and one was white with a regular combo edge blade. And what I wanted to do was swap the blades around. So, here's the black with a combo edge now. This will be a bit of a beater knife for me. And the white with the wave blade on it. Now, I wouldn't have tried doing this if I hadn't seen Exacto's video when he swapped out his Endura blades. So, watching that, I thought, well, that's easy enough, I can do that. So, but here's the thing. He said something that made a lot of sense. And it is that if you're swapping out blades that are different material, I don't know, for example, a VG10 with a 8CR13 MOV. He suggested you swap out the lock bar because you don't want a harder metal rubbing against a softer metal every time you lock and unlock the knife. Makes perfect sense. Now, I had an issue with the lock bar on these, even though these are both VG10. What happened was when I swapped the wave blade out, I left the lock bars from each one alone. I was only moving the blade. But when I put the black one together with the combo edge now, the lock bar was not flush. It was protruding up on this end. So I took it apart, I put it back together again, try that out, see maybe if something wasn't lined up right. But sure enough, it still was protruding quite a bit. So what I did, just for sake of argument, I took the lock bar that was originally with this blade and put it in this knife as well. And first shot, we got nice, smooth transition from lock bar to blade. Now, I don't know if that had something to do with the blade shape being different, so maybe the lock bars were slightly different. But that was my only issue with the transition here. Also, I had somebody ask me to restate the story involving the Spyderco dive probe. And what happened was, I had bought this from dude at 80s Podcast Channel, and I knew, he told me, he let it be known that the blade here is just a little on the loose side in the closed position. Otherwise, it locks up just fine. Now, I thought, no problem. I just send it into Spyderco, let Spyderco fix it. Chances are it'll be done for free, and it'll be all good. Well, when I talked to somebody at Spyderco, they told me to send in the knife, a letter with the knife, explaining the knife and the problem I'm having with it. And also a check for $20 and a check for $5. The checks were going to cover different things revolving around their warranty, whether or not it could be fixed, whether or not it could be fixed but it wasn't covered by warranty. So I just sent the checks. I figured, you know, I'm not going to be doing this back and forth thing with them. I'm just going to send everything one shot. They have it all ready to go. Well, I got a call. Excuse me. I got a call from Spyderco that they ask you to leave your name, a callback number, your address, and all that stuff. So I got a call from Spyderco. They told me that the knife could not be fixed because they no longer made the parts for this knife. So they were going to give me a credit of $169.95. Since they couldn't fix this, they were going to give me a credit for the value of this, or at least what they thought the value of it was. I said, hell yeah, that'll work. So I got on their website probably 2 days later, and this is what I came up with. I got the titanium bird catbird. And just because I thought it was interesting, the Spyderco Caspian salt with the tip at the end. So that's what I got with my little credit that they gave me. Now the only problem was another day or two later, after I placed the order for these two knives, I get a call from Spyderco saying that because I took the credit with, or the credit that they gave me for these knives, since I took that and this knife couldn't be replaced or repaired, they said this knife would be destroyed. And I gotta tell you, I was sick because I thought I just lost a hell of a knife. I'd have given these two knives back to get this knife back. But what I had did, and this might have been my saving grace, was in that letter at the last minute, I put P.S. whether or not this knife could be repaired, I do want to get this knife back. So somehow they went against their own letter that they had sent me saying that this knife would be destroyed, and they sent me my two knives from the credit I got and this knife back. I don't believe I was supposed to get this knife back at all. I don't know if I got it back only because I stated that in the letter that I wanted it back, or if somebody knew or something was handling this order. But either way, I got all three knives sent back to me at the same time. So that's pretty good. Something I'm certainly happy with. Also, I am planning on doing a contest here in the next couple of weeks. I need to line up the prizes. I have one prize coming in. Some of you might have seen one of my earlier videos where I showed some possible prizes for the contest. Well, I'm not going to do that. I had some ideas for some better stuff to give out. So as soon as I get that stuff in, we'll do the contest. But also, I need an idea for the contest theme. So I was throwing around different ideas in my head about trying to keep it EDC related, but I don't know. So if any of you guys have an idea of what I could do contest related, a theme for it or whatever, I will be looking for video responses, but I'm thinking about keeping it open to people leaving comments to be entered as well. But if you guys have any ideas, please leave them in the comment section below. And I think that's it, guys. So that's my story about the Spyderco Dive Probe and my experience with them. The white wave and the black combo edge Delicas, and the contest in the next couple of weeks. I think that's it, guys. I can't think of anything else I needed to say, so we'll call that good, and thanks for watching.